Have you ever seen a car that feels less like a machine, more like a glimpse into the future? That's the feeling the Aston Martin Valhalla gives you. It isn't just a car, it's an idea, a dream made real, a piece of engineering that almost dares you to believe it exists. And the best part? It isn't a fantasy anymore. Production has begun. The world is only months away from seeing the very first deliveries happening in the second half of 2025. Imagine that moment, someone, somewhere, sliding into the driver's seat of a car that has been whispered about for years. A car that blends Formula One technology with the elegance of Aston Martin's road cars. But let's take a step back, because to understand why the Valhalla matters, you have to know the story behind it. Aston Martin has always been about beauty and drama. The cars James Bond would choose not just because they were fast, but because they had soul. But in today's world, speed alone isn't enough. Cars are changing. Electrification, hybrid systems, sustainability, they're no longer optional. And Aston Martin, a company with over a century of heritage, had a choice. Hold on to the past, or redefine it. The Valhalla is their answer. Underneath its sculpted body lies a beating heart unlike anything Aston Martin has ever built. A 4.0-liter, twin-turbocharged, flat-plane crank V8, just saying that sends a shiver down your spine, doesn't it? That engine alone would be enough for most supercars. But Aston Martin didn't stop there. They added not one, not two, 3 electric motors. 1 integrated into the transmission. 2 more driving the front axle. Together, this orchestra of power produces over 1,000 horsepower, 1063.
Ow.
To be exact, in a tidal wave of torque, about 1,100 Newton meters. Numbers are one thing, but what they mean is something else. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds. Just take a breath and let that sink in. In the time it takes to blink twice, the Valhalla is already gone.
Hot.
350 kilometers per hour. That's the kind of speed where the horizon stops being a line and becomes something you re-chasing. Now, some might say, it's just another hypercar. We've seen speed before. We've seen crazy numbers before. But the Valhalla isn't only about the speed, it's about how it achieves it. Because this car isn't simply a brute force monster, it's intelligent. It's sculpted. It's shaped by Formula One. Active aerodynamics shift and adapt in real time. Torque vectoring manages power at each wheel with the precision of a surgeon. And then there's the carbon fiber structure light, rigid, unforgiving. Everything about this car has a purpose, and that's what makes it so captivating. It isn't just showing off it's working, it's alive. Picture yourself behind the wheel. The cockpit isn't dripping with excessive screens or distractions. It's purposeful, minimalist, driver-focused. Lightweight materials surround you, not because they're trendy, but because every kilogram saved means sharper handling, faster response. The seats hug you, not as a luxury lounge, but as an extension of the car itself. In here, you aren't a passenger of technology or the pilot, and yet it's still an Aston Martin. Which means it hasn't forgotten the beauty, the curves, the surfaces, the craftsmanship. It's art you can drive. Now, think about the timing. Only 999 of these cars will ever exist. That's it. Imagine being one of those few. Imagine parking it, stepping out, and knowing that in the entire world, there are fewer Valhallas than there are private jets in a single city. Exclusivity doesn't even begin to cover it. But here's what fascinates me most. The Valhalla isn't just another limited run collector's item. It represents something bigger. It's Aston Martin proving that performance and electrification can coexist, that hybrid technology, ISNT about compromise.
Ow.
In a way, the Valhalla isn't just a crit, a message. Promise that the thrill of driving has a place in the future. And yet think of the irony. While most of us will never even see a Valhalla on the road, it still captures our imagination. Why? Because it embodies something we all recognize. Ambition. That relentless push to break limits, to create something no one thought possible. Let's talk about sound. Because we all know sound is emotion. That flat-plane V8 isn't going to whisper, it's going to scream. Combine that with the electric motors, and you get something unique, a blend of raw combustion thunder with futuristic electric surge. The kind of sound that makes your chest vibrate and your hair stand up straight. Can you hear it in your head already? That high-pitched growl rising, the instant torque kicking in, the downshifts cracking like thunderclaps. This is where the Valhalla becomes more than numbers and stats. It becomes an experience. But let me ask you, what makes a car legendary? Is it the speed? Is it the design? The exclusivity? Or is it the story it tells? The way it makes you feel, even if you're only watching from afar. Because the Valhalla has already done something rare, for it has even reached customers. It has earned a place in conversations, alongside the greatest names in automotive history, and that's because it represents a turning point. A bridge between the world of gasoline and the future of electrification. And think about the name Valhalla. In Norse mythology, Valhalla was the Hall of Heroes. The place where the bravest warriors went after battle. A name like that carries weight. And Aston Martin knew exactly what they were saying. This isn't just a car, it's a warrior. It's a tribute to the brave few who dare to chase greatness. Now, here's something else. This car isn't just about Aston Martin's legacy, it's about competition. Because the Valhalla steps into a battlefield filled with names like Ferrari's SF90, McLaren's hybrid machines, Porsche's relentless engineering, but Aston Martin, they're playing their own game. This isn't about being the fastest on one lap or one drag strip. It's about crafting something unforgettable. Let me pause here, because when you talk about cars like the Valhalla for too long, the danger is it starts to sound unreal, like hype, like fantasy. But this is real. The factory is building them. Customers are waiting. The countdown has already begun. So imagine the first delivery. Somewhere, late in 2025, keys will change hands. The garage door will rise. And for the first time, someone will press the starter. Hear that V8 roar to life. Feel the hum of the electric motors waiting to unleash. That moment will be history. Maybe, just maybe, one day you'll see one. On a quiet road or a car show or in motion, streaking past faster than your eyes can follow. And in that instant, you'll remember this moment when you first heard the story. Because the Aston Martin Valhalla isn't just a car. It's proof. Proof that even in a changing world, the thrill of driving, the beauty of design, the heart-racing sound of an engine pushing past its limits, they still matter. They always will. So the question is, if this is what Aston Martin is building today, what could tomorrow look like?